Why holistic, right? It's such a hippy dippy doodah word. For so long, I was like, what can I call this other than holistic? Because all I think of is patchouli oil and hemp, which I'm not against, but it's just, a predisposition that I go to instantly when I hear the word holistic. Holistic simply means that we are more than the sum of our parts. And in order to feel whole and well and grounded and joy, or a state that I consider to be a state of grace, we really need to examine all 4 parts of our experience here in our physicality. So I'm talking about our mindset, what our thoughts, what we think about. I'm talking about our physical bodies, our gut microbiome, what we take in, how we nourish and feed our bodies, and how we exercise our bodies. So there's the physicality of it. There's our emotional states, right? We as Westerners are horrible at naming our emotions, understanding when it's a feeling and not a thought, learning how to differentiate between the two, and then how to respond appropriately, right? Our feelings are a whole world that we Westerners are not so good at understanding. And then our spirituality, our deep, ancient, soulful knowing, our being, our aura, our presence, our energy, all of that stuff is a part of who we are. And so as a holistic mental wellness coach, the mental wellness is the focus because that's where we live. We live in our thoughts. We, as a society in the last 100 years, or I would say even since the 90s, where our instant gratification, our social media, our 24-hour news cycle, our bombardment of extraneous information has kept us living from our neck up. We are disconnected from our souls. We are disconnected from our bodies. We are disconnected from our feelings. And so my job is to sit alongside you and ask the questions and kind of dig up the other parts of yourself and see how they can get to start working together again. And so I'm going to ask you questions about your diet and supplementation. I'm going to ask you questions about exercise. We're going to talk about prayer. And if you don't like prayer, we can talk about meditation. But we're going to look at all the 4 pieces together and figure out how to align them. And once you do that, the world opens up because now you're living your truth. Now you've cut out all the extraneous stuff that you've put on yourself from society that doesn't matter, and you're doing the thing from the inside that you're called to do. And then look at me, I'm so excited because that's where the magic is, and I want that for you. And so I would be more than honored to sit down and talk with you and see if what I have to offer can help you get there, because it is a badass place to be. And guess what? The world needs you. That connection with all of those things means that you are now going to put something out in the world that's going to help the next person, and the world needs it. You are here for a reason, and that thing that you're supposed to be doing is needed. So let's get to it. Let's do it.